cracked screens are common and a good rainstorm would wreck them. But most people seem okay with the fragility of their phones. But if you work in hazardous environments or outdoors, you need a phone that can keep pace. The Kyocera Torque is endorsed by no less an adventurer than Bear Grylls. Remember that guy. This isn't the most attractive Android phone you'll see on the shelves. And it doesn't have top-of-the-line specs, given that it's currently available for free on Sprint. With a contract, neither of those things might matter as much as the fact that it will likely hold itself together if you happen to toss it at a wall. But is it worth your renewal? Find out below. Rugged phones aren't meant to look pretty. Though the Torque is by no means an ugly monster, it looks the part of a rough and tumble device thanks to the thick casing called DuraGrip. This shock-resistant material will protect the phone from minor and major drops. It's also fairly grippy. Both the headphone and USB ports have covers, and the Torque's many buttons are all sealed, protecting them from water, dirt, and wind. The 4-inch screen sits in a shallow well, so dropping it face first on concrete won't spell the end of your screen. However, putting it in that well means it's sometimes hard to get a finger on the edges of the screen when you need to, like when swiping the notification bar up or moving an icon from one home screen to another. There isn't much bezel. Kyocera shoved as many buttons as it could on the top and side edges of the Torque. Because of this, we often pressed buttons without meaning to, which grew frustrating. The camera button on the right is well placed and the power button up top is easy to reach. The Direct Connect speaker on-off button is also here. Direct Connect is like Nextel service, and the DC activation button is on the left edge below the volume rocker. We often pressed buttons without intending to, which grew frustrating. The Direct Connect button is in the perfect place for easy pressing but is also in the perfect place for accidental pressing. Too often we hit it when going for volume, home, back, and menu navigation buttons sit under the display even though this is an ice cream.